Okay. Mr. Mr. Barak, please explain about the meaning of the monopoly. Please, your microphone is on. Yes, I pass the microphone to you, but I don't know what's the problem. But unfortunately, your um, exactly, Mr. Barak. Monopoly happens when the monopoly happens when the market is in hand of only one company, and the company has not competitor. But the Twitter has a lot of competitors. For example, the Mitsubishi in Japan, the Honda in Japan is a competitor, and also the Ford, and also they have the global competitors such as the Ford, such as the um, Mercedes-Benz, BMW. You know, so it's not a monopoly, but monopoly, for example, is the Microsoft. For example, for the producing some products such as the office software, Word, PowerPoint, and something like this. Only Microsoft is producing them. Then, when the company go to globalization, when the company move to other countries, it's not meaning that it's a monopoly because uh, also the company that is monopoly, such as the Microsoft, can move toward the globalization. It can establish some company. It can establish some company inside some countries, such as the Southeast and such as the Middle East, and produce their product inside the company. But only they are the under license of the Microsoft, and another company is not right to produce it. For example, Apple company. You know, I was reading a news the last week. I have heard the Apple is going to move inside the China, and also it's going to uh, got their products to be produced in China. So, but it's the Apple and iPhone and iPad is in the hand of the Apple only. Already they can produce this product, but after this, the China is going to produce it. Actually, Mr. Akmal, this is a because we want. We shouldn't do this because we are more power, we have more power, and you cannot do anything. You know, this is the politician problems, and this is related to politician and the power, the politician war between the country, and it is not related to business and about like this. Yes, exactly. They like to produce in China because China, as you know, is very cheap country in the world. You can talk now. I can hear your voice.
Yes, thank you. Actually, I have
Okay, sure.
couple. Can you hear me, please? I have to make a couple of points.
Okay, okay.
One is if you have the control of our mics in there, is it if you don't
Okay.
mind, is it possible to mute us when you are talking, because there's a lot of disturbance on the line. The second thing is that I think I have a suggestion, and I hope my
Sure.
fellow classmates agree with this. That we should have some kind of a agreement that some slides have to be explained, and there should be some progress on the lesson, and then we have a chance to discuss over issues. Because if we stop at each line discussion, then I don't think we can finish the planned schedule that we have for the lesson. It's just a suggestion. Thank you.
Okay, yes. Thank you, Mr. Ghioti, for suggestion. And also, I agree with you. Uh, it's better we go forward. Okay, we go further. For example, please let me explain about the at first. Please let me explain about the slide, and then we can talk together more. And because we have not enough time, you know, if we want to, if the all of the class is to be expanded all of only in discussion, I can't cover the all of the slides. Mr. Wafa, please go ahead. Mr. Jawad Wafa. Mr. Jawad Wafa, I can hear you. You are talking now. Yes. Okay, please let me. Okay, please let's go further. And in slide number 3, as you see, the reasons to globalize. The main reasons that we have already talked about that. Okay, here as you see, the reasons for globalization has been listed in this slide. The reasons to globalize at first and the main one. If you see the left side, the tangible reasons go forward and go toward the intangible reasons. It means that the first reasons are tangible reasons, and when we go down, it becomes the intangible reasons. tangible evidence is the reduced cost because we can realize it very and we can see it very clearly when we go to globalization. The reduced, as you told, the cost reduced very much and very and it's completely visible, the reducing cost. And the cost means the labor, the taxes, the tariffs, and also something like this. As you know, the European country and United States has a lot. The tax is very much, very much, and they should pay a great deal of tax to government. But in some countries, the level of tax, the amount of tax is very low. For example, the Saudi Arabia in Middle East is one of the countries the taxes is very low. Improve supply chain is another thing. For example, if the companies in the global work together and make a strong network together in everywhere in the world, the supply chain can be improved. And it means that, for example, the distribution centers in some countries, materials to this chain, and also the tariffs. The tariff is the same as the taxes. For example, when you want to export some of your products to another country, some of the countries has the rules of the tariff. You know, it's like the taxes. The government Iran has passed some rules about the tariffs, and you should pay the tariffs to government, and say, and after that you are allowed to export the automobile inside the Iran. In addition to tax, you pay some money that is called the tariff. Yes, yes, exactly. Yes, it can be. The number three is provide better goods and services. For example, a company is offering some services to other countries. They are very far from each other. For example, the service company is in Europe, and the customers are in for example, in the China or in the southeast of the Asia. It means that if they want to better, if you want to provide better services to their customers, it's better to establish a company inside that country, those countries. For example, if they want to give with the quality of services. Okay, please let me answer to you one by one. At first, please let me answer to Mr. When a company wants to move to, as I told you, when a company wants to move to other countries, the cost usually reduce because and every company is interested to reduce its costs, not increase it. And for example, the labor cost should be low, the material cost reduce, not increase. Okay, means that every cost, the labor cost, the material cost, the taxes, and everything like it. So the globalization lead to reducing costs, not increasing costs. Um, if the company wants to produce in South Asia, and after that they transfer them into Japan again, and in Japan they assemble together. Okay, it takes a time, and it takes a cost for Japan. Now the Japan has decided to move completely all of the company inside the Malaysia to improve the supply chain, because uh, improve supply chain it means that the for example, some issues such as the transportation reduce, the cost of the transportation can reduce. Before they should transport some of the produced parts in Malaysia again to Japan and assemble in Japan. Okay, now if the Japan yes, exactly. Another reason, as you see, Mr. As you see, the Mr. Zarqoon, Mr. Zarqoon has written some another reason that is very good. The trade barriers, the customer demand, also yes, the globalization of the competitors, and also the regulations and the restrictions. And also these reasons can be another reasons for the globalization. For example, if a company see the demand in one company in one country is very high, and the main customer of this company is from this country, they make the decision to move that country to produce the same place to reduce the transportation and everything like this. Uh, for example, um, some 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 guy is asking about is the benefit of the what is the benefit of globalization for the uh, uh, host countries such as the Malaysia, such as the Indonesia. You know, the main reason, the main benefit for this country is has many global around the world. It has caused that many young people in Malaysia have job now, and the unemployment rate has decreased very much, and it's become zero. You know, because of the investment of the globalization company inside their country, inside this country. This is the main reason, because they want to create jobs for their young people. Okay, please let me go forward because we have not enough time, guys. They provide better. Okay, later about they cannot move. They want to evaluate something like this. Learn to improve operations. When they go to they move to other countries. They can learn the meaning inside their country. For example, they can learn about the culture and about they can see about the knowledge of that country, and they can employ this, and they can employ this operation, and they can. And also, one of the most important also is the attract and retain global talent. It's very important. For example, when the company move to other countries, they can identify the talented people, the talented manager, the talented labor, and they can retain. They can attract them and employ them. Okay, these talented people and these talented managers can help the company very much with this idea from the talented people and improve their operation. You know, they can use this is one of the reasons for globalization, and also they can ask your friends. Exactly. Also, this is the main reason for globalization. Also, in addition to this, your uh, friends also mentions, for example, the restriction to own also have mentioned some reasons is very nice. The growth opportunities, the economy of scale. Yes, it's very good reason. They want to increase the economy of scale because they want to produce more product and with a minimum cost. The reason is, as you see, it can be a lot, but the main differences have been summarized in this list, as you see. Okay, we go to another. Okay, but in addition to the globalization has very benefit to countries, and also this is it can have a negative side. It can have negative effects. In this area, we can mention some of the problems, one of the difficulties that the company can face to them when they go in when they move to other countries. So, for example, some companies are producing with a name with a special name for their product. For example, the name of a product is for example it's a name. Okay, the product is the name of the brand and the name of the product has been selected one of the company in Europe. But if they want to move to, for example, Iran, They don't know the culture of the Iran. Iran is an Islamic country. The culture is very, very different, and also the Afghanistan is Islamic country. Or culture is Islamic, and it's very different with the other company. For example, when they want to move to Afghanistan, they should familiarize with the Islamic culture, and they should be in the Islamic country um, some culture is not good. For example, some name is not good. For example, when the name of product in European is very okay, but when they move to Iran or Afghanistan, the name of the product perhaps means very has so this is the reasons. This is the reasons. Um, this is the reasons the companies want to move to another country. They should familiarize with the culture. So, for example, a company is producing the alcoholic drink, such as the beer, such as the whiskey, and something like this. They know they cannot move to Islamic countries such as Iran, because in Iran is they're producing they're producing these drinks is strictly prohibited by government, and so they should assert they should study on the culture, and after that move to other countries, to another country. And also there are some attitudes the companies should be familiarized with them. Before moving to other countries, they should uh, they should know these attributes very well. For example, the punctuality, the lunch breaks, environment, intellectual property, the thievery and the bribery and the child labor. You know, there are all of them is issue. For example, some of the countries such as for example, the punctuality is meaning the on time, and the breaking time, and the something like this is different in different countries. For example, in Europe countries, the break time for company is 12 o'clock until, for example, time to. This is not okay. The 1 hour is enough, but for example, they face to response from the Islamic countries. Here is the Islamic countries. If you want to move to my country, you should know that the people are Muslim, the labor are Muslim, and the environment, the rules about the protecting the environment is very limited, and they don't allow the companies producing them, for example, the green gas to come to country. But some of the country are okay and no problem for them. They allow to every company producing the dangerous chemical product, and also the green gas. This is also different. Intellectual property. For example, in Iran and in some countries, the intellectual property, unfortunately, are not considered by government. For example, you can see the very uh, fake product and fake software in some countries. So, for example, when you um, can purchase a software such as the Office, such as the another CD, another software, and they are very expensive in United States and Europe because they consider the intellectual property of the company. But some countries then don't consider about that, and they break the rules and the copyright is not considered in this country, and this is very bad for the company care about that. For example, the many companies don't like to to be copyrighted their products. You know, this is the problem. They, so all of these things they should consider. The company should consider it before moving to country and before they globalize their products so in that country. Okay. Developing mission and strategy. If anybody knows, please let me know to pass the microphone to him to talk about what is mission and what is strategy and explain about that. Okay. Anybody wants to talk? Listen, Ababi, I can't hear your voice. Mr. Nabavi, I'm so sorry I can't hear your voice. I think your microphone or your computer has problem. You check it first, and if your problem has been solved, let me. Mr. Suleiman Saleh, please go ahead. You can talk. Mr. Suleiman Saleh. Yes, unfortunately, nobody, I can't hear your voice, Mr. Nabavi. Okay. Mr. Diaz, you want to talk? Please go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, yes, Mr. Diaz, please.
Actually, I think you have already the main context of the mission and strategy is already on the slide. So mission is like the route, it's the path. It's the path that our organization follows, and then a strategy deals with how to handle the challenges that you come across on this path. To me, it's something like that. Like these challenges can be financial challenges, let's say environmental, internal and external challenges in briefs. So internal to organization, also external. It can be everything. So strategy has to be deep enough to be able to analyze all this situation and all these factors that impact on the achievement of the mission. While the mission is a clear statement of the organization goals and objectives, and also the core mandate for that organization. Is that clear?
Okay, good. Yeah, good, Mr. Diaz. Thank you. Yes,
Yes.
as you know, the mission is related to objective, and also the strategy is how we should reach the objective. Please let me talk about it because this concept is very important. Okay, please. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Diassi. Actually, as you know, the economic success is the result of the identifying missions to satisfy a customer's needs and wants. Okay, the missions, the organization missions, can be defined as its purpose, as the objective, as Mr. Diaz told. What it will contribute to the society, and mission statements provide boundaries and focus for organization and concepts around which the firm can rally. The mission states the rationale for the organization's existence. You know, this is the rationale for the organizational existence, and it tells why the organization exists now, why organization exists, and what is its objective, what it wants to do in future. And for example, the mission is what we want to do the many things in the future, like this. But a strategy, if the company wants to reach the objective, it wants to achieve the objective and its goals. You know, a strategy is planned. A strategy is planned. For example, For example, the company should have plan if it wants to go their mission. For example, if you want to mission, you have you say our mission in our company in Afghanistan is we want to become the number one in the Afghanistan. We want to achieve competitive advantage in Afghanistan, and we want to first mover in Afghanistan in, for example, in a telecommunication company, okay, or in the restaurant or everything like this. So they need to have plan how we can how we can be the number one, how we can be a first mover in the Afghanistan. We should need to do this, and you can establish some plan and process to follow them. You know, the mission is the things that you would like to be, you are interested to be, and the strategy is the plans that help you to achieve the mission. This is the difference. Yes, this is the mission and the strategy. Do you understand about that? Exactly. And also your friends are offering the good definition about the strategy and the mission as you see in the chat frame. This is very important. For example, if you go to website of each country, each company in the world, if you go to website of the Apple, website of the Microsoft, Sony, Panasonic, Twitter, you can see the mission and the vision and also the strategy. A strategic process. Okay. As I told you, when the mission of the company is specified by company, for example, when the company tell specified and they determine its mission, now it's necessary they should establish the strategy. They should plan a strategy to achieve its mission. As you know, each company, each big company has composed of three functional areas: marketing, operation, and finance accounting is the main functional area of each company. So if the company wants to establish a strategy, each of these area, each of the final functional areas you see, needs to establish their own strategy. Marketing, the strategy for marketing is different for operation management, and operation management strategy is different for financial and accounting. Each of them should establish their own strategy, and all of the strategy what should be matched together, should work together. You know, for example, when the marketing is establishing some strategy to increase market share, to attract the customers around the world, it should be in match with the operation strategy. Yes, and also as you friend, the strategy for long term and short term is different. The company at first they should determine the strategy is for long term or short term. If it's long term, this is different, and if for short term, the strategy for example is different. For example, if they want to if the marketing area wants to attract more customers for short term, it can do some strategies such as the promotion, such as the holding some exhibition and something like this. Actually, this area, these three areas together make up the business strategy. For example, the marketing strategy, plus the operation strategy, plus the financial financial and accounting strategy is equal to business strategy. It means that the business strategy has composed each of these strategies. Yes, exactly. Every business, because the business is related to company. The business company has composed of three areas: marketing, operation, and financial. This is the main area. Okay, as you see, according to many references. If you read the many books, you can see this. In all of these references has mentioned this area: marketing, operation, and financial. Okay, the strategy. I told you, the action plan to achieve mission. Okay, this is the plan to achieve mission, and also the functional areas such as the marketing, such as the operation management, and such as the financial. As I told you, the before the previous slide have their own strategies. Strategies exploit. This is very important sentence. Strategies exploit the opportunities and strengths, and also the neutralize the threats and avoid weaknesses. For example, when the companies are going to establish a strategy, they should they should uh, they should be aware about their strengths, weakness, and also they should identify the opportunities and also the treated around the company in the board. And after they identifying these four factors: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and strengths, then they should establish the strategy. They cannot establish a strategy for the company. They should at first identify what is the opportunity, what is the threat for them, what is their strengths, and what is their weaknesses. After identifying these factors, they can also they establish the strategy. You, as a manager who wants to work in what is your strength in your company? What is the treating your company, and what is the opportunity in your company in your country now? If you can identify and you recognize these factors, you can establish a good strategy that can help your company to increase their productivity, increase the profit, and also the reduce the cost. So, okay. Um, Mr. Saleh, as I told you, every company has composed of three main areas: the marketing, and the operational, and the financial. The marketing area has its own duty. The duty of the marketing area is the uh, identifying the new market, identifying new customer, attracting them a customer, retaining and uh, the establishing the process to produce product and offering the services, and also the financial and accounting area should be aware about the record the every cost and every profit that has happened for the company, and also the financial should provide money for the company. For example, through the yes, exactly. In this is the another division, another division of the strategy. You know, the corporate strategy, the business unit strategy, and the operational strategy. But let me talk about the strategies for competitive advantage. There are three main strategies that companies take them. Okay, for example, differentiation about what they want to do. What is their mission? For example, if their mission is related to differentiation, they should take the strategies related to differentiation. If their mission is related to cost leadership, they should establish and they make the strategy to conduct them toward the cost leadership. And if they want to respond to market very quickly, they should establish the strategy to respond to the market very quickly. Information about this strategy to explain a little about them. If anybody wants to talk, I can tell him. I can let him to talk about this. Anybody knows what is the differentiation cost leadership and the response? Mr. Aliza, you want to talk? You want to talk? Okay, Mr. Aliza, I free the microphone to you. You can talk now if you want to talk. Okay, no problem. If, everything you know, and anybody wants to talk, it's related to making products and services different. For example, we can produce a broad range of the products in different color, in different size, and in different features. For example, Dell computer. Differentiation is very clear in computer industry. For example, in computer industry, such as the laptop, the Dell has made many different laptops in the in the different size, in different color, in different features. For example, if you know, when you want to go to market and purchase laptop, you Yes, unfortunately, there is. Mrs. As you want to talk, I, I now I free the microphone for you, Mrs. Aziza. If you want to talk, please go ahead. Okay, what is your question? Unfortunately, your microphone has problem, but you can type your question for me. About the differentiation, you want to know about what is the differentiation. I'm talking about that now. Okay, I'm talking about the differentiation now. Okay, Mrs. Aziza, I'm talking about that about the differentiation. Differentiation means the producing product in different things. Okay, different features, different color, different size. For example, when you go to market to purchase a laptop, you will face a wide range of the laptop in front of you. For example, when you want to purchase a laptop, you can see a laptop, a small size, the large size, the 15-inch screen, the 17-inch screen. You can see the different colors. You can see the different features. For example, the RAM is 2 gigabytes. One of them RAM is the 4 gigabytes. Another hard is the 250. Another is the 500 gigabyte. The hard disk. Okay, this it means the differentiation. For example, company is going to produce the different products in the wide range of the products, then for the different taste, for different interest for the customer. For example, any customer has different taste and different um, interest. Then, for example, you may like the laptop with the pink color. Another guy may like the laptop with the 17-inch screen. You know, this is the one of the strategy. Exactly. It's the term of the size, the design, the quality, and something like this. And this is a different product. So in differentiation, the companies try to develop their product, develop their assembly line, uh, and make the different product and offer to market. The cost leadership is different strategy. The many companies, the many companies, yes, the many companies in cost leadership trying to reduce the cost. If I want to, if I want to get example, one of the best example for you is the one of the airline in the Malaysia. It's called the Air Asia. The Air Asia is very famous for the cost leadership. The ticket for airplane is very cheap because this company has succeeded to reduce cost. Um, for example, uh, it doesn't give the food and the meal during the flight. You know, it, the Air Asia does, and also the Air Asia doesn't carry your baggage. If you want to go another country by Air Asia airline, Air Asia give you you can you can carry only 8 kilograms bag and not more than. And so sorry, there is a noise that is disturbing this lecturing. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what the source of this disturbing noise. I don't know what's the problem. But I'm trying to keep the microphone near to my mouth when I talk to you to reduce the noise. I don't know what's the problem. And another, the error ratio is one of them. Error ratio is one of the best example for the cost leadership. Error ratio is as I told you, the Malaysian airline. It's very cheap airline. If you want to purchase the ticket, you can provide the ticket very cheap. And because this airline, this company has succeeded to reduce the cost very nice. And as I told you, this airline doesn't offer you any meal and any food, lunch, breakfast, anything. Okay, Mr. Riyasi, please go ahead.
Excuse me, sir.
Please let me.
Yeah,
Okay, Mr. Riyasi.
thank you for the nice explanations. This actually brings me to a basic question. With me,
Okay, sure.
because our subject is operations management, right? Hello.
Yes, Mr. Riyasi.
I mean,
Please
this is
repeat
about
your question.
operations management, right?
Yes, this is operation management. The operation manager should establish a strategy. This is the operation manager's duty to distinguish between this strategy and choose one of them.
Yes. Actually, if
For
you
example,
could kindly
the operation manager.
just a little bit, maybe it's
Pardon, Mr. Riyazi, please tell again.
yes. Actually, if you could elaborate more about operation itself, the meaning and application of the word operation in an organization. What is exactly the meaning of operations that we are referring to for our better understanding, please? Because some of these lessons we also find it similar to like marketing management and strategic management also. So we need to really know the link between operation management and also these good discussions that we are having here. If you could elaborate please on the operation, what exactly we mean by operation here. Thank you.
Yes, this is related to operation management strategies in the company. Okay, for example, if the company decided to establish the differentiation strategy, the operation managers should establish the process and also the observe this process. And also, if the company is going to establish the cost leadership, this is the operation manager's duty to uh, distinguish and recognize what is the good process for this company to take them to finally one of the operation manager duty is establishing a strategy, and they are the strategy. The differentiation is the kind of a strategy. Cost leadership is the kind of a strategy. But the manager, the operation manager should consult with also the marketer manager, financial manager. They work together. Top manager, the CEO makes decision to you should ever what is the cost leadership, and you should so you should think and give idea to top manager, your top manager, to establish a strategy that they finally leads to differentiation and or lead to cost leadership or response to market. Yes, the capacity planning means that how much, for example, how much capacity is for the customer, how much, how many customers you can, how many customers we want to offer the service, how many, for example, how much is our capacity and how many persons we can respond to them in every day. For example, 10 customers, 20 customers, and how much we can produce and offer service. Location planning. We should make decisions about the location planning. What is the best place that we can move there? For example, if the company is going to move inside the Afghanistan, where is the best place for the company? The Kabul, the capital, or the Harat, another city, for example. They should consider what is the best place for providing the raw material for providing the access to facility and something like this. The facility design and layout. They should when you want to construct or build a building in, for example, as a factory inside the Afghanistan, you should know what the apartment, what the rooms is needed inside the building, new building. So, for example, the company wants to build a hospital, wants to build a hospital inside the Afghanistan. You know, the hospital has composed of the different divisions, different parts such as the emergency, such as the operation surgery, such as the recovery, such as the laboratory, such as the medicine, and like this. The companies they should how they can um, design the layout in a way that they can optimize the time. The raw material. What is the time to give response to customers, and what is the time to offer the service. You know, and also they should schedule the time and the planning for the time, and everything should be clear preconditions. The before globalization, as I told you, the some things should be clarified for the company. The strengths and the weakness of the competitors and possible new entrants into the market. For example, if the company wants to come to Afghanistan and invest on the some companies, at, at first is needed. They should recognize the competitors or the companies are already operating the same service or the same production in the Afghanistan. After that, they should know about the strengths and the weakness of the company, and what they need to do to overcome these competitors and to take the market for themselves, to increase the customers for themselves, and current issues, for example, in Iran, what is the economical issue or not. And also they should be aware about the product life cycle that in the future I will explain about the product life cycle. For example, they should how much is the life of the product. For example, if they want to come to a country and produce this product, how many years is the life of this product? 2 years production, and should switch to another production. This is the issue. Resources available within firm and within the OM function. When they want to operate in the new company, in the new environment, they should be aware what is what is the material they they access to material or not, or they should purchase from the another country, or and this is cheap or this is expensive. The resources should available, and what is the labor resources? The young people, there are enough young people that they can employ them as a labor or not, because the labor integration of strategy with companies strategy and with other functional area, and also the operation management strategy, as I told you, should be matched. It should be inconsistent with other strategies. The dynamic of the strategic change. Some strategies should change very rapidly for a variety of reasons. For example, you establish a strategy for your company, but you have to change it very quickly because of the personnel, because of the finance issues, because of the technology issues, product life issues, because you give them operation, leave the company. The technology has changed and the new machine has come to um, new market. and the company wants to and have to make it decision to purchase the new technology. All of these issues can come changes. For example, the operation manager should be aware about the product life cycle. You know, when the company produce a product and or offering a new service to new market, at first the first stage is the introduction, because the company wants to introduce the product, the new product to new customer. After that, the company, the new products is introduced to company, and the previous products go into the stage of the maturity. You know, after maturity, the previous products go to this line, become this. For example, consider the floppy disk. You cannot use the floppy disk now, because after floppy disk, CD come to enter market. After CD, DVD comes, and now you can using the flash memory, pen drive. Yes, when the new product comes, the previous product go to maturity and decline, and something like this. This product life cycle. In the introduction, you can see the introduction is a stage. The introduction stage is very it's a stage for the best period to increase market share, because the marketers are trying to introduce their market and their new product to their customers. In the growth, the practical to change prices or quality image. Okay, they try to produce the high quality product and offer to market to attract more customers. The maturity is the full time to change, because it has become and the products have arrived to maturity, and it's about to go to decline and to finish the life of the product. The strategy development process, you can see the first process is related to environmental analysis. The strategy development is related to environmental analysis. As I told you, the company should identify the strengths, weakness, opportunity, and threat, and after that determine their missions. When they do environmental analysis, they should introduce their missions. What is the mission? And after they decided about the missions and they introduce their missions, they should form a strategy to achieve that mission or objective. In the strategy development and implementation, you should consider the operation manager should identify the critical success factors. What factors are important, and what factors can be a successful can be a success factor for the company in each, for example, in each strategy. They can build an stop the organization. After that, they can hire or they employ a talented strategist. and also the integrated operation with other activities. And after that, the operation manager should integrate or combine the operation management strategy with other activity. And from this combination, they should go forward toward achieve the objective and the goals. The operation manager's job, you can see the yellow page, yellow box. The operation manager's job is to implement an OM strategy to provide competitive advantage and increase productivity. So they should implement operation management strategy. As I told you, this is the differentiation, or this is the responsiveness, or this is the cost leadership. So all of them. It was our chapter, and the chapter 12 was finished. I hope it was a good class. I'm so sorry about that, because as you write for me, all of you have problem with sound, with voice, and you told me there are a lot of noise and a lot of, and I'm so sorry about that, because I know you had problem with noise, and I hope the future meeting, the next classes, we don't have such a um, such a difficulties and such as the problem in our class. And I wish this class was useful for you, and so you have learned the useful information about the globalization. If you have any question, you can uh, send to me email, and also uh, I'm preparing a case study, okay, for you. I'm preparing a case, and you can read it, and the company Worldwide Science, and I told them to send you the slides, and they were to send you a slide, okay? I told them. I told the company to send you the slides. They, because you think the lecture is faster than typical. But I, I think I tried my best. You participate in class, and also, as you know, my time, we have not reached up to explain useful information for you in this class. So this is your duty. You go to the, exactly. I have to complete the plan for you, and so sorry if I'm a little faster because I have. Mr. Suleiman, huh? Mr. Suleiman, if you have any question, please let me know now. Okay, Mr. Suleiman Salehi. Mr. Suleiman Salehi, I free the microphone for you. You can talk. You can talk if you want now. Okay, thank you everybody. If you have any question, you can send to me email. Okay, you have my personal email. I can tell you again. Mr. Suleiman Khalil, I can hear you. Your voice has problem. No problem. If you have any question, any of you, no problem. Please send to me email. I'm at your service. And I try. Yes. I want to say. I want to send you a case study about the globalization, and the next section you can please study it, and after that, okay, sure. Because as I told you, the extra is in the hand of the company, in the institution, institution worldwide that you have registered. I tell them to, I tell them, I will tell them. Okay, no problem. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your attending in class, and thank you so much for your patience. Despite of the many problems such as the noise and something, you were available in the class, and I wish each of you have a nice night and have a nice time. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Send to me email. I'm at your service. Okay, if there is no problem, please. Okay, have a nice time, and wish the best for you. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I wish the best for you. Okay, have a nice time, and goodbye, everybody, and good night.